what the F is going on? No, but seriously, what's going on? Does anyone else feel that their anxiety kind of is rising and rising with every news update specifically? And that it's kind of taken over you and you have a lack of control of it? If you feel that way right now, you're probably aware that you're not alone. But on a typical day, millions of people deal with anxiety. But when we have this global issue going on, we're all very aware of everyone's anxiety, and that almost brings more of anxiety and energy into the atmosphere. So I wanted to do 2 exercises today to really help us be more present and grounded, but also to face some of the fears and anxieties that are going on right now. So definitely read through the blog and go back there as many times as you need to if these practices are helpful to kind of ground you. But I'm going to go through them with you now as well. So the first technique to ground us and help us be more present is a meditation technique called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to do it with you. And you can do this really anytime a stressful or tough situation comes up, but right now is probably a really good time to do it for all of us. So if you can't tell, I'm sitting on the ground in my backyard, and that's a good place to be. If you're sitting in a chair, then you want to at least maybe take your shoes off and put your feet down on the ground. If you can get outside, that's great. To be more grounded. With anxiety, the initial reaction is to react, and we feel swept up in lack of control of our behavior. So actually sitting on the ground or touching the ground actually in itself is helpful to ground you and prevent that feeling of being kind of swept up and out of control. So now we're sitting on the ground and comfortable. We're going to start with 5. So you're going to look around and name 5 things out loud. So that could be things like my computer or my phone in front of me, or things I see outside, like this tree or my dog back there. So that is the first thing you do, 5 things, look at them, name them out loud, and then move on to 4. 4 things that you feel. I feel the ground underneath me. I feel the wind and the sun on my face and blowing my bangs around. So name 4 things that you feel. Next is going to be 3 things that you hear. So listen for a second, be quiet. Okay, I hear the trees rustling, I hear my pool filter, and then maybe like some kind of plane or something above me. So those are 3 things. I'm going to name them out loud. Next is going to be something that you smell. If you need to move around for this, that's okay. Go to a different spot, maybe smell a flower or something. I can pull this grass blade here and smell. It smells like grass. So I'm going to stop, smell. I smell the fresh air and the grass. So that's 2 things I smell. I'm going to name them out loud. The final thing is taste. So I brushed my teeth not too long ago. I can taste the mint in my mouth. If you can't taste anything, then maybe name your favorite thing to taste. So you can do that practice throughout the day whenever you feel stressed or tough situation. Maybe just start doing it daily right now to kind of really help you feel present in the moment with everything going on. And that will really help you ground you, and you can use that activity to get you in a good place to maybe then face some of these fears and anxieties that are sweeping us away right now. So the next meditation exercise, if I still have you with me, we're going to face our fears a little bit, face the anxiety. So once we've grounded like we did, maybe feel a little bit more calm, we're going to just think about, mildly, think about the biggest worry thought in your mind right now. I'm guessing it's related to what's going on, but maybe not. But so stop and think about the biggest worry thought that's in your head. And just picture it. Really picture it and feel it. What shape does it take? How much of your body can you feel it in? Maybe it has a smell or even a color that you would relate to it. Maybe red. That's kind of sometimes a scary, frightening color. Maybe it's a little more calm now. Maybe it's more like a blue. So kind of name that kind of idea of what it smells like, tastes like, so really feel it. Where do you feel it in your body? I feel it kind of in my neck, that tension up there, because I hold it in my shoulders. A good thing to do with this is also to kind of feel your hands and feet a little bit more when you get stressed. Tension tends to lie in your stomach, neck, head, but it doesn't so much in your feet or hands. So if you kind of wiggle them and feel them, that can actually take away some of the significant notice that you feel in your body. So once you kind of really feel that, I'm going to ask you to put a name to it. So maybe the name to that worry thought is fear, sadness, shame, guilt, things like that. So really put a name to it. Ensure you have a good idea of what that name is. So once you have that name in your mind, I want you to address it. I'm going to pick, let's say fear. I'm going to pick fear with everything kind of going on, obviously. So I want you to address it, name it, and really just picture it. You feel it in your body. You kind of have an idea of what it looks like. You've named it. And now that you have that name for it, I want you to address it in yourself. So say something like, I see you're afraid. It makes sense that you're afraid with everything going on right now, and it's going to be okay. So kind of address that and know, I see you kind of thing with whatever that feeling is. And the next step you're going to take is addressing that a little bit further. So saying, past the fact that I see you, I know you're afraid, it makes sense. I kind of hold on to that, I see it. The next step I'm going to do is kind of let it know it'll be okay. I know we'll figure it out together. I'm here for you, and we'll kind of work on this together, and you are not the emotion that's going to take over me. Together we will, with myself and the fear that I'm addressing right now, we will face what's going on and we'll figure it out. We might not feel like we have all the answers, and often we don't right away, but with time, things kind of come into play. So I'm kind of addressing that and letting it know it'll be okay. I validated it. And the next thing I'm going to do maybe now is address the fact that now that I have talked to it and I'm holding it right now, that fear, and saying it's going to be okay, we'll work through this. I'm going to let kind of peace and calmness go over me, opposed to that anxiety ruling over me. So let's just take a deep breath in. Use all of your senses. Feel everything we just talked about. Look, listen, smell, taste, and address that fear and validate it, but then also assure it that it'll be okay, you'll be there for it, and you're going to work through this, and the answers will come with time. Many things in life, we have uncertainty, we really don't know how things will work out. So when times like this happen, it really just points to the fact that we're very aware we don't know how things are going to work out, but if you put it into reality, often we don't know how things will work out, but they often work out for the best. Especially if we are out of that reaction state and into more of a control state, we're able to make better decisions and keep ourselves at a calm level where we can make those kind of sane decisions opposed to reacting in ways that we may regret later. So go back to these activities whenever you feel the need to in stressful times. Meditation in general is a great way to really ease any feelings of anxiety, along with other feelings like guilt, shame, all of that, to kind of bring you more to the present moment and stop focusing on some of the fears. So 2 things with anxiety are uncertainty and a feeling of lack of control. So by addressing those things the best you can, you're really going to help yourself calm that. Also, last but not least, I offer all of my clients, and I'll offer anyone who reaches out to me either in the comments below or in my messenger, I will give you guys all a month free of the Calm app to help you follow some meditations daily that I think will be really helpful and very important at this time. And feel free to let me know how helpful this was, or if I can do any more videos that can be helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Stay grounded, stay healthy, stay safe. Remember all the things we have to be grateful for this beautiful day. Outside is not closed, so don't forget to get out there. Social distancing, obviously, but get outside, get some air. Remember that you're alive. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.